This is Magic Kingdom, and this is us. We are going to ride every single ride at Magic Kingdom. Well, we're gonna try to. We usually just ride Thunder Mountain 5 times in a row, then go get Dole Whip, so this isn't the usual experience for us, but it might be possible, who knows.
We're not doing attractions such as the Laugh Floor or Enchanted Tales with Belle, cause, well, we make the rules. We started off the day strong by getting to the park early in hopes that they might let us on the ride so we could get a head start. That didn't happen. We ended up waiting 45 minutes.
But we were ready to go as soon as it was 9 o'clock, and so we blasted off to Peter Pan's flight. A breezy 45-minute wait. That's about 200 minutes less than usual, so we decided it was best. But it ended up only being about 10 minutes, so we enjoyed our time flying over London and then made our way to our next destination. The wildest ride in the wilderness. Thunder Mountain. We love this ride.
It was 10 o'clock by the time we made it off Thunder Mountain and got in line for Haunted Mansion, another one of our favorites. There's something that just makes this ride so special. The stretching room, the ghost host, the doom buggies, these guys. Yeah. So we made a change of pace and leisurely walked over to Tomorrowland, where we took on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin.
A classic for those who want to shoot some stuff with lasers and then compare your score to your friend and realize how bad you are in comparison.
Well, not this time. I looked up every single high-scoring target and kinda cheated, but I was the winner this time.
Yeah, well, he took that super special talent of his and entered the grid. We luckily got the virtual queue for Tron Light Cycle run in the morning, so we were able to get on our 5th ride at 11 a.m. Tron is the most recent addition to the parks as of now, and it's extremely fun. For those who haven't ridden it, just know that it's only about a minute long. It's really fun, but it's kind of over before you know it, so just a heads up.
Speaking of shorter rides, we painstakingly took a packed elevator up to Astro Orbiters, and then waited for the spinning contraption to unload the last victims and let us on. Not the best if you're afraid of heights, but it's great for those who love feeling unsafe at all times. But by the time we got on, it had turned 12, and it was already starting to get to us.
She's absolutely missed this. So we decided to go to the perfect ride, the Carousel of Progress.
Ah yes, a beautiful telling of how progress is being made every single day. One family over the course of several decades, showing the awe-inspiring progress that has been made in our society and...
I meant it was the perfect ride to take a nap on.
Oh yeah. And just like that, we were back on the grind.
Well, actually, we got some Dole Whip, and then we were back on the grind. By 1 o'clock, we were getting in line for Jungle Cruise, and as horrible as this ride can be sometimes, we actually had a really great skipper this time who was cracking some actually good jokes. So we had a good laugh with our jungle buddies and then speeded our way to the speediest ride of all, Speedway! With death-defying speeds of up to 7 miles per hour. This is definitely one to write home about.
We were really on a roll, now making our way onto Dumbo. Another spinning ride, but this time really well kept up and nice looking. Then after flying with Dumbo into the sunset, we journeyed under the sea and sung songs with Sebastian and Ariel. And look, even Little Flounder too. And oh my gosh, can you see that?
Oh my god, that is the biggest purple nurple looking animatronic looking Ursula I've ever seen.
Yep, she said it. So we made it back to land safely. Barely, and took on the biggest ride yet, Barnstormer. Okay, so that's obviously sarcastic, but this one was actually pretty fun. It definitely jolts you around a bit, but if you're looking for a fender bender simulator, then this ride is for you.
We decided we were doing pretty good on time, so we decided to stop by Hall of Presidents. We've actually never seen Hall of Presidents before, but we thought we would get a couple bonus points for doing so. And it was actually really good. Probably something we wouldn't do again anytime soon, but definitely something to experience. It was starting to feel like a fever dream.
We were hopping on rides like it was nothing, and it was really starting to seem like it could actually be possible. We hopped on the Mad Tea Party, and I'm pretty sure this is the part where we actually went insane. Everything was going fantastic until we looked at the time.
5 p.m. Now, this normally wouldn't have been an issue since the park closes at 11, but we wanted a challenge. We were looking to ride every single attraction within 12 hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. With only 4 hours left, we still had 8 rides to go. We picked up the pace and booked it for Winnie the Pooh.
The wait times were starting to get longer and rides weren't just a simple walk-on now. We took a deep breath and hopped in a honey pot with Winnie. It was nice to have a relaxing moment. Maybe all we needed was a nice slow ride with cute characters. And then it was over.
And the stress came back and we couldn't relax anymore, for rested for a week, and we are strong!
We did take a little stop to try pulling the sword from the stone though. I was definitely worthy. It was just shy. Come on guys, you know. We hopped on Prince Charming, Regal's Carousel right after, and hopped immediately back off as soon as the ride was finished, because geez, those seats were like sitting on the hardest and most uncomfortable rock you could possibly find. but the horses were cute, so it's okay.
Small World was up next, and as much as we try to avoid this one on a regular basis, it wasn't actually that bad. It was kind of fun, and sure, it had some things that were a little scarring, but we can look past that.
Since It's a Small World is an eternity long, we took the time to look at the wait times on our phones. But the unthinkable happened. The magic carpets of Aladdin closed down. And this usually doesn't mean much, but for the past several days, even weeks, the magic carpets have been closing throughout the day and don't open until the next day.
And if you thought that was bad, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train also is temporarily closed. And not only that, Space Mountain is shut down too. But all we could do was keep pushing forward. We made our way to the Pirates of the Caribbean. We enjoyed our time on this ride, but there was nothing we could do at this point. The clock was ticking and time was running out. The People Mover, Magic Carpets, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Space Mountain all had to be completed within an hour and a half.
Space Mountain and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train usually have an hour wait time, and they weren't even open anyways. How could we possibly finish all 4 rides? We walked the plank off the Pirates of the Caribbean and started walking out of Adventureland. But something was different. The magic carpets were back on and loading people up. We jumped in line and rode those magic carpets like there was no tomorrow.
Land is where we ran next, and People Mover was the move. This is a nice ride to relax and see the park, but when it's dark and you're trying to beat the challenge of a lifetime, this isn't the ride you want to be on. We still have Space Mountain and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train to do, so we are hoping by the time we get off, they will somehow open back up. But by the looks of it, the odds didn't seem to be in our favor until Space Mountain miraculously opened up, and we were right there to get in line and walk straight on. This was the most celebratory moment all day.
We were able to ride a fantastic ride with some of the most exciting thrills in all of Disney. It was looking up for us. Now, if the odds are in our favor once more, all we have left to do is Seven Dwarfs Mine... oh, what's this? Oh.
The news broke our spirits. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train officially closed for good and wouldn't reopen for the rest of the day. We were so close, one ride away, and we would have conquered Magic Kingdom.
With our heads low, we started walking towards the exit. We did what we came to do, but we just fell short. A giant crowd for the fireworks filled all of Main Street and in front of the castle. Families waiting with smiles on their faces, ready to end their amazing, fun-filled day with a spectacular night show.
We realized at this point that the challenge in which we tried so desperately to complete created more memories than we knew what to do with. More laughter and fun than we thought we could have. We may have not completed the challenge, but we completed one day for the history books. Just kidding. We were still sad, so we drowned our sorrows and ate way too many Mickey beignets.